Yo, what is going on, YouTube? Welcome to the race to Division 1. Excuse my voice, I am down with a little bit of a cold, so you guys will have to forgive me for sounding a little congested, but I wanted to do this video for you guys. Before I get into anything, guys, let me know if you guys are enjoying this series and if you want me to continue with it. If not, we can obviously just cut it short and do something else. I just want to make sure you guys want to see something like this. Eventually, I will switch teams, guys. Don't think I'm going to be sticking with this 4-2-3-1 side forever. Like I said in my previous video, I just want to get the hang of the game. But look at this, man. First match, what a great team he has. 4-4-1-1 formation, full BPL team. Sergio Kun Agüero, who I've heard a lot of good things about. A lot of people have been using him, saying he's completely OP. I'll probably get my hands on him down the road. Not yet, though. Not yet. We'll see what happens. But I want to talk a little bit about FIFA 15. I want to get my, I guess my thoughts out of the way, and I want to hear your guys' thoughts on it. So far, I definitely am enjoying it way more than FIFA 14. However, I think it may need... See, here's the thing. I think it may need a little bit of a patch to fix the game speed. I think the game speed is a little bit too quick in my opinion, but at the same time, I don't want to rush to any conclusions. By the way, that was a great over-the-top through ball by my opponent. That's one thing I want to get across real quick. See, they nerfed over-the-top through balls, but they didn't kill it off. I love that. It's still at least viable. You know, it can work if it's delivered perfectly like that, but it's not a go-to option every time. So I think they did a good job there. But back to what I was saying, you know, I don't know if I should rush to say that they should patch the game speed, because I think a lot of people are still getting used to things. You know, the game does feel different. It does feel a little bit quicker and snappier and just smoother overall. So maybe we just have to wait it out and see how things go. That's all I have to say, really. A lot of people are saying pace is a little bit too good, especially when you have open space. You can just burst through the defense. But again, it could be because people are trying to defend. Anyways, so in this game, we're down 1-0, and I believe this guy put his team on park the bus eventually. And I gotta say, if he did, I'm not sure. Obviously, I can't tell if he did or not until later in the game where his whole team was defending. But it is very, very difficult to score on park the bus. At the same time, though, he had no attack. Like, I literally did not feel threatened whatsoever. I was able to break through a few times, but it was difficult to score. I did have my chances. You guys can see here. I did have my chances. It doesn't look like he was on park the bus just yet. Actually, right there it does. I think in the 60th minute, he may have put it on. But again, another chance ran away from me as I kicked it right to the keeper. So we're approaching towards the end of the game, and stamina is a big factor too, guys. So be sure to have people to sub in, and that's exactly what I did. I put in Lewandowski, took out Daniel De Rossi, and I put out Mvia, I think. I believe I did take... I did put in Mvia for De Rossi to add a little bit fresh legs. You know, I wanted to put fresh legs. So if you guys haven't noticed, stamina does take an effect. People do get tired pretty quick, especially if you're holding down sprint the whole game. So I think that may be a good factor for people who used to just do high pressure defense and hold the RB button and spam press, second man press, as they say. But we're approaching the 90th minute. We're still down 1-0. And things were not looking good. I couldn't get back possession. I thought he was just going to time waste and hold on to the ball. As you guys can see here, he gets a corner, and he's going to lay it off to Andre Schürrle, who's going to be able to just dribble around my defense. And I get insanely lucky that Maicon ends up slide tackling to block that ball, and it ends up falling right into Handanovic's hands. So this time, I just sprint down the wing with Lewandowski here and try to maintain possession, but unfortunately, I rush it. Ref says there's 4 minutes of extra time. He tries clearing it, falls right to Andrea Pirlo, and we get a foul. As you can see, Andrea Pirlo is so tired. That stamina bar is almost gone. And I'm saying to myself, what am I going to do here? Am I going to try to go for the free kick? Am I going to try to lay it off? And I decided, you know what? I'm not going to waste an opportunity here. It's the 90th minute. I'm just going to go ahead, give it to Maicon. I just rolled the dice here, And what a strike into the top left corner to give us the 1-1 equalizer in the 90th minute. And they say scripting doesn't exist. Come on, man. How in the world did that even go in? I can't take credit for that entirely. I got to say EA gifted me that, and I get really lucky. But you guys saw the match stats as well. He had 8 saves. I had 2. You guys can see again, 12 shots, 6 on target. He had 3 on 2. But again, as they say, there's only one stat that matters, and that's the scoreline, which was 1-1. So we run away with a draw, which I got to say I was lucky to do that. But we're going to hop into the next game real quick. And my opponent had a pretty decent squad, which is nice to see. I always like coming up against better teams, so it's a little bit more competitive, especially in the early divisions. We are still in Division 9, as we just started. But you guys can see he put Sturridge there with no chemistry links. And let me say, Sturridge has been giving me a lot of trouble this year so far. However, with him being, I believe, on 3 chemistry on this team, he seemed like a non-factor. Now, I know a lot of people say chemistry doesn't matter, but I completely disagree. There's been people arguing about this for so long, and I've always made my teams with full chemistry. But right off from kickoff here, Hamsik with a fake shot, come right back to his dominant right foot, and we finesse it right past Ochoa to give us a 1-0 lead early on. And I wasn't done there, man. I was not done there whatsoever. Palacio just is a monster this year on this game. For an 82 non-rare gold, he is amazing. If you've got a Serie A team, you have to give him a shot. Now, it is to say that I haven't tried many other strikers, so my assumption is I don't really have anything to compare him to, but so far he's been completely dominant, and it's because he's got a combination of everything. He can dribble, he's got pace, he's got a great shot, he's got finishing. You guys are going to see plenty of highlights throughout the next video or so with him just dominating matches for me. And I played really well this game again, but you guys can see my opponent kind of is still getting used to the game. You can see he's stabbing at the ball just like I was in my first couple of games, and I started to stop doing that now. I'm kind of backing off a little bit and trying to predict where my opponent's going to go without hitting the B button and trying to tackle. Another situation where he's probably on all-out attack, leaves all the space in the world for Palacio, and again we score. Now it's 4-0, but this goal right here, man, what a great turn on the dime. Body feint to cut inside, and we roll it right past Ochoa to give us a 5-0 lead, and that was going to put the nail in the coffin at this point. It's 63 minutes in. Don't think this guy can come back at this point, but I gotta say, there's 2 players on this squad that have really, really impressed me, and I'm glad they do because they deserve to be good on this game, and that's Palacio and Candreva. They're just absolutely so fun to play with. It's going to be sad when I actually switch teams, and I do plan on doing so soon. So you guys can see a 5-0 victory. We just easily walk away with this one. And we end up, I believe, securing to stay in the division so far. I believe we actually secure promotion. I think we secure promotion, so we'll be able to go into Division 8 pretty soon here. Now, one thing I want to ask you guys, actually, sorry, no, we haven't secured promotion yet. We're at 7 points. One thing I want to ask you guys, I'll probably use this team maybe for an episode or so longer, and then I want to know what you guys want to see me use. I can obviously sell this off. I do have Hazard and Lewandowski in my club, so I could make a hybrid with them if you guys want. But let me know what kind of teams you guys want to see in this race to Division 1, and let me know what else type of series that you guys want to see. I'm gonna do something with trading pretty soon here. As far as a road to glory, see, here's the thing: if I do like a road to glory or whatever they're called, I can't. It's pretty difficult to do a race to Division 1 on top of that. So it would have to go onto my other account. But my other account I want to use for trading. So maybe if I can combine the two, I don't know. Maybe if you guys want something like that, let me know. It's gonna get a little bit overwhelming to keep up with everything, but it'll make things more entertaining for you guys to see a bit of variety on the channel rather than just the race to Division 1 and trading. So with that said, guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please give me some feedback and give it a thumbs up if you liked it. And we'll see you guys really, really soon.